We all know how important vocals are, so it's vital that we give the necessary care and attention to make them shine throughout the song. In this clip, Kellen details his use of multiple sends to make small additions to the overall vocal sound, creating a more aggressive and polished vocal. Check it out and enjoy.
So his main vocal, I'm sending to like a parallel compression. We've got a doubler, which is basically just micro shift. I prefer that, honestly, over the waves doubler. I've got like a little bit of an air send, and then we've got like a mono delay. We've got your stereo delay. I've got like a long delay that's honestly more like a verb-ish. And then I've got like a little bit of a Vox verb and a little bit of a slap. So it's a lot of stuff. Yeah, so we're sending to mono delay, Vox delay, long delay, doubler, air comp, and then our air. So I found, me personally, just as a preference thing, I like a pretty fair amount of the fake doubler in with the mix. So I've got it pretty hot. He specifically likes really crispy, airy vocals. So I wanted to give that to him. So my way of doing that was just doing Saturn. Actually, we don't even need this on. With just like a lot of this like top air stuff. So 10K and above. We're rocking micro shift on this doubler. Delays lowest, detune is lowest. So it's super tight. Other than that, it's pretty much stock. I just picked the third one. I think usually I go to the third option for vocals. For some reason, that seems to gel better with me. And then I'm just rolling off some of that high and some of that low on the doubler so that we just don't have too much of a buildup of that. And the mono delay, I don't use a lot anymore, but I wanted to have the mono delay for his screamy stuff on the verses just to kind of give it some extra vibe that's just kind of bouncing in the background. But I don't think, I'm pretty sure I automate that down on some of these choruses. Oh, no, we just left it. Okay, cool. I guess that was the vibe. So we're just running a Echo Boy for the mono delay, just running an eighth dotted eighth. Let's see if we can get that. Yeah, pretty simple. It's just kind of filtered out. Just taking all the bottom, all the top off. Very telephony. Got our main delay that his vocal is hitting. Just a ping pong guy. And I have the delay just ducking a little bit when his vocal comes in, so it just kind of stays out of the way a little bit, but I still wanted that ping-pongy thing going on. Sometimes I'll change it to where it's just the wide delay, but this one in particular, I liked the ping-pong better. And then just filtering that as you would. You're just pulling some top out, pulling anything below 260, and on it. And I guess I was pulling, almost some 800 out. And then kind of a similar vibe, doing another ducky delay. And what I wanted to do with this one, it's like a longer one. So ducks when his vocal comes in, but when his vocal leaves, sends some like longer delays out that then I wash. And I'm cutting a lot of low end out of that and some top off. I wanted to kind of wash it out with some shimmer. So let's see if we can hear that. So you can hear it pop back up. Just cut some top and some low. So really it only comes in when he stops singing and it kind of pops back up. And that was kind of the vibe I was going for, is I just wanted some cool like ambience that kind of swells in when he gets done singing. Usually I reserve like a verb, in this case, verb suite. I just use their hall. I think I probably pulled the delay down, the decay down a little bit. That was mostly for the BGVs and for some of the screams. And then I have a slap going, which is, 24, which we're not doing on the main vocal, but we are doing on the BGVs and the doubles. So they're just getting like a little bit of... This is what you wanted. Just so it sounds like a bit more like it's like they sing them in a room. I know some guys like to do them all to the same verb and some guys like to do them to different verbs. I think that there's no right or wrong way to doing it. I mean, sometimes it works if you have like a bunch of vocals. Like this one, we only have 2 sets of BGVs, but if you have a bunch of vocals, you want them to glue together with like a verb, like a light amount of verb, like at 20%, that is just kind of like helping everything sit together. But in this case, I didn't really find the need for that. I will show you what our parallel vocal compression is doing. I EQ'd into the compression, so I'll play that for you. I bet that this is what you wanted. Kind of putting a little bit more top back in. Got the best of me again. Pulled some 1.3 out, pulled some low end out. And this is a really cool compressor. I don't always go for it, but I liked it a lot on this one. So it's like a super fast attack, pretty fast recovery, and it should be slamming it pretty hard if I remember correctly. I bet that this is what you wanted. Yeah. I can't believe you got the best of me. And I kept it clean, kept it hi-fi, so it's pretty shiny. I didn't do any side chaining with the frequencies. I wanted something that still pops, but then just stays. You know what I mean? And I just like the way this one sounds. Have the density button in, high ratio button in.
But blood's not thicker than water after all.
To be honest, I don't know exactly what it's doing, and I don't care. It just sounds cool. The density, I feel like, just makes it sound a little bit thicker, but if you want even more punch, they have the option for that. But I've used this one a lot for parallel compression. Or if, like, sometimes if you have like a really smooth vocal and you need more punch, then you could go for something like a 76 or like gain reduction or something like that. So then you can introduce some of that punch back into it. But they're already pretty punchy, so I just wanted to kind of clamp down on that and just keep it super duper smooth. And there's a pretty fair amount of it going on. I'll see if I'll bypass that.
I bet that this is what you wanted.
So this is with it in.
I can't believe you got the best of me again. I thought that you were being honest.
In.
And now I wish I would have never let you in.
It's pretty subtle. To me, it just kind of sounds like without it, there's still a little bit more of dynamics to it. And this chorus is such like a big chorus. I just wanted the vocal to just be like a straight line. I want you to hear every word, every note, every melody. And so I just blended a little bit of that parallel compression back in, and I like it a lot. Sometimes I might go for like a smoother parallel compression if I have a really punchy vocal, but in this case, it did exactly what I wanted it to do. And the doubles are doing pretty much the exact same thing. The only difference is I'm sending to a slap and sending to verb. So I'll play those guys.
I bet that this is what you wanted.
Yeah, so you can hear a bit of that slap on there.
You got the best of me again. I thought that you were
But they're being treated the exact same, almost same exact plugins, same setup, pretty much same soothe. I probably normally would do more de-essing beforehand, but in this case, I didn't really need to on those because I'm de-essing so much on the bus and with soothe on the sing bus. So I'm hitting it multiple times, which is why I know some guys like to do that before compression. And in this case, I just didn't really feel the need to. Okay, so we got some harmonies.
wanted. I can't believe you got the best of me again. I thought that you were being honest.
Kind of a similar idea with these. They don't really need any low end, so I didn't boost any low end. I just wanted a little bit more 4, but then I'm also attenuating at 5 just to get a little bit more intelligibility out of it. And then this one, I don't even remember what I was doing with this.
Hey, real quick.
Yeah.
Do you mind soloing the air send again?
Sure.
Thanks.
Yeah, of course. Pretty light, but within the context of everything, it sounds rad. So actually, let me just solo his vocal, and I'll take the air in and out.
I can't believe you got the best of me again. I thought that you were being honest.
It's kind of cool.
And now I wish I would have never let you in. Yeah, I know it's my fault.
The thing I like about that is, especially when he says my fault, since this song is like such an intense song, not only like the way it sounds, but like what it's about. When he says like my fault, I really wanted that. Like when you see in a movie and somebody is like so mad and they're yelling at somebody that like you hear like this, almost like the spittle come off their lip when they say fault or like an F word. That's kind of what I wanted to get back, even though I was rounding some of that off already with like soothe and some EQ. I wanted to get some of that, like that spittle almost back. So it's pretty low, but it does like a little bit to kind of give that back to me. Okay, so yeah, BGVs. I mean, harmonies like don't really need too much. It's really just carving out some frequencies.
I can't believe you got the best of me again. I thought that you were being honest.
Since the guitars have so much low mid stuff already going on, I didn't really need a whole bunch of that, and this is just active and it's just kind of ducking it as it comes. I really just wanted the words to pop out. I didn't need them to be too bright because they're already pretty bright, and I just wanted it so you hear a little bit of that melody and the word. And then these just slow attack, fast release, hitting it with the all buttons in again.
I can't believe you got the best of me again. I thought that you were being honest.
Again, I just wanted it to sound like pretty intense. And then we're just doing some more EQ solving over here.
I can't believe you got the best of me again.
Because once we compressed it, it's going to bring up all this other stuff. Even though we had taken some out, the compression is going to bring up even more. So we're EQing again, and then we're hitting it with a limiter to just kind of flatline it. And then we're hitting it with soothe. Let's see what it's taking out. So it's kind of taking out some of the consonant stuff and some of that high sheen.
It's my fault. I love deep, then lose it all.
I wouldn't always recommend going that hard on the depth, but since I wasn't doing like very sharp selection on it, it's just like a gentle kind of like pillow of just like pushing down some 4K and some, 8, 9K. And that seemed to work pretty good for these. These are getting sent, I'm pretty sure, to the doubler, to our delay, our long delay as well. So it kind of pops up at the end, our verb and our slap. So it's getting sent to most of them just to kind of like push them back a little bit. I did the same treatment for every single harmony. That's pretty much it on those. We did like a fake low on the choruses. So that's just altar boy, just octave down and then pull the formant down. Just compressing it a little bit. I'm just taking all the top off that you don't need. It's not very loud, but you miss it when it's not there.
I bet that this is what you wanted.
So back in.
I can't believe you got the best of me again. I thought that you were being honest, and now I wish I would have never.
Yeah. Just kind of thickens it up. You don't really ever notice that in the context of the main mix, but it just kind of adds a little bit of low end warmth to it.